Let's kick off this video by saying how much I absolutely love this game. The art style, the music, the atmosphere, everything about The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker has made it my all-time favorite video game, and I'm inviting you to join me on this retrospective I'm diving into. This is just the first of many videos I'll be making on this game, and I really hope you enjoy them. As the intro rolls, let me share a little story about my earliest memory of the game. Back in 2003, I was just about 5 years old. My dad had dropped me off at my grandmother's house for the summer, and that's when I saw it. I saw my siblings, my uncle, they all gathered in his room watching him play through Wind Waker, and I was hooked right from the start. Like again, the bright colors, the cool art style, and the awesome music had me totally captivated. And after bugging my uncle for ages, he finally let me have a go. He handed me the third save file because the second one was for my brother, and that is when my Wind Waker journey began. Even though this game means a lot to me, my first actual Zelda game was A Link to the Past, the GBA version to be specific. That kicked off my love for Wind Waker and Zelda as a whole. My favorite video game franchises are Fire Emblem, Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, and The Legend of Zelda. They all hold a special place in my heart, and I have core memories with each game. I plan on making videos of each of these series as well, so I hope you all would look forward to them. And with that out of the way, let's skip this very long intro and get right into Outset Island. After the intro, the game starts off with you snoozing on a stationary crow's nest. Your little sister Aero wakes you up to wish you a happy birthday and tells you about a gift from your grandmother. That's when you take control of Link and start exploring the starting island, Outset, where you meet a bunch of characters who act as your basic tutorials, from the scaredy cat kid named Joel, who's too afraid to jump across a series of rocks, to a lazy man named Mesa, who just wants someone to cut his grass. Each of them teaches you something new about the game as you get ready for your adventure ahead. What I like about the inhabitants of Outset is that they make you feel at home. It's like you actually step in a small community. They all greet you, they all wish you a happy birthday, and they just seem to really care. And when the plot actually happens, they all share their concerns and condolences. It shows that Nintendo put in some effort even towards the smallest NPCs in the game. Each character is unique in their own way, and I feel like you don't see that in gaming as much anymore. After getting to know the island crew, you head back home to see your grandmother, who surprises you with a special gift, a new tunic that's a throwback to the hero of old. Even though Link is not too thrilled about the outfit, he puts it on anyway, and then it's off to find your sister for your birthday party. You go back to the lookout where Aero hands you her telescope as a gift, and then things take a turn when you spot the mailman acting weird, and Aero urges you to investigate. After the cutscene, Aero tells you that the girl who fell in the forest needs saving, but you'll need a weapon to protect yourself. So it's off to see the Sword Master Orca to learn how the combat works. It's my favorite part of Wind Waker, I can't lie to you. It's the way how Link swings his sword, it's so smooth, and the music amp ups with excitement with every strike. Whoever at Nintendo had the idea of putting dynamic music into the combat of Wind Waker needs to be paid more than they already are, because that small addition to the game was such a brilliant thing. The idea of just having the music amp up every time you strike an enemy would make anyone playing the game feel excitement. As you gear up for your rescue mission, you head into the forest and face off against mobs to save the girl, which is a good way to show you how the combat actually works with how the music is naturally. Because in the tutorial, the dynamic music is a little different than what it is actually in real combat. It throws you in and says, you've learned how to fight, put it to the test. After dispatching of all of the enemies, you go rescue the girl, who turns out to be the captain of the pirate crew that was chasing the bird. Her name is Tetra. She's got a fiery attitude and isn't afraid to show it. After the rescue, she's escorted back to her right-hand man, Gonzo, and that's when the story takes a little turn. Once the dust settles and it's clear that Aero's been kidnapped, Link decides to tell Tetra that he needs to join her crew. It's a tough birthday situation, but somebody has to save his sister. Tetra at first denies it because what does it look like for her just grabbing a random island kid to join a giant pirate crew? And then the mailman comes and tells her that it's her fault and that she needs to help him. After a little bit back and forth, Tetra reluctantly agrees to let you join her crew, but first, you need to get a shield. Once the dust settles and it's clear that Arrow's been kidnapped, Link goes to Tetra and he tells her that he needs to save his little sister. Tetra disagrees at first because she thinks it's an overall bad plan and she just doesn't want to help. That is until the mailman comes to Tetra and tells her that it's her fault that Link's little sister has been kidnapped, and she owes Link because he's the one who saved her, and that if she doesn't help him, then that's just not good for them at all. Tetra then reluctantly agrees to the entire thing and says, you can join, but only if you get a shield. And it's here where you're on your last bit of Outset Island until further notice. You can actually go see the reactions of all of the villagers and see how they feel about what's going on. A lot of them offer you their condolences and concerns for Arrow because they heard the screaming. And that's when you go into your grandmother's house to see what actually goes on. Your grandmother is there looking very concerned and sad. You talk to her and she's just like, what happened? I heard screaming. But you don't want to say anything because you don't want her to worry. So Link goes to grab the shield and then he notices that the shield isn't there. So what do you do now that it's not there? You go down and then you see your grandmother standing there with the shield in her hand. She knows what you were doing and what you were looking for and why you're looking for it. She doesn't want to give it to you because she doesn't want you to be in danger, but she knows nobody else can save Arrow besides you. So in this tear-jerking cutscene, she gives you the shield and sends you off on your journey, wishing for you to be safe. As you step on the Tetra ship, a heartwarming scene plays out with Link waving goodbye to his family on Outset, cheering him on. And it's there where you really start to notice that Link in this game is incredibly expressive, which helps make scenes like this really hit home. Reality sets in, you won't be seeing your friends and family for a very long time. And another thing that I like about Wind Waker specifically is that this version of Link, he isn't out on some journey to save the world and fulfill a prophecy. He just wants to save his sister. So you set off on your journey with one goal in mind, your sister's safety. It's here where I'd like to end this video and thank you all for watching. This is the first of many videos I'm going to be making on why I love The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker, because I'm going to go in detail and greater detail on why I love this game. And this is a passion project because I want to get back into fulfilling things, and this video will be the start of a new me, one who finishes the projects he sets out to start. I have so many unfinished projects, but nihilism and depression really got to me, and this one is going to be different. And by different, I mean really different. And again, I'd like to thank you all for watching this video. Please like and subscribe if you like it. If you don't like it or anything that I said, please tell me in the comments and I will do my best to fix them if they're not outrageous. Please have a great day and care for yourselves. I've been Elijah St. Louis, and I hope you have a good one.